My cheating wife demanded open marriage, so I gave her a brutal gift. Reddit cheating stories. Dash dash dash. I never thought the woman I married, the one I believed was my soulmate, would one day look me in the eye and tell me, I want an open marriage. It wasn't said with hesitation, guilt, or shame. No. She said it casually, like she was asking me to pick up groceries on the way home. That was the moment my world started to crack, but it was also the beginning of a journey I never expected to take. A journey that would end with me giving her the most brutal gift she never saw coming. Let me take you back. Dash dash dash. My name is Ryan, and I've been married to Lisa for 7 years. On the surface, we were the picture of stability. I had a decent career in IT, working long hours but making enough to provide us a comfortable life. Lisa worked part-time as a fitness instructor and spent the rest of her time managing our home. People would often say we were the perfect couple. We traveled, laughed together, and rarely fought, or so I thought. But what I didn't realize was that underneath the illusion of happiness, cracks were forming. Lisa started changing about a year before this open marriage bombshell. She became distant, more focused on her phone, her social media, and her girls' nights out. I chalked it up to stress, maybe boredom. I tried to be supportive. But no matter how hard I tried, I felt her slipping away. Then came the night that changed everything. Dash dash dash. We were having dinner at home when Lisa put down her fork, looked at me seriously, and said, Ryan, I need to talk to you about something important. I braced myself, thinking it might be about kids or maybe moving to a bigger house. Instead, she leaned back and said, I think we should try an open marriage. I love you, but I need more. I want to explore things with other people without hiding it from you. I sat there frozen. My mind couldn't process the words. This was the woman I gave my heart to, the one I vowed to love and cherish. And now she wanted to share herself with strangers while keeping me on the side. I asked her why. Was I not enough? Had I done something wrong? She shook her head and said, It's not about you. You're a great husband, Ryan. But I feel like I'm missing out. Everyone's talking about exploring, living freely, and I don't want to regret not trying. Her tone was almost casual, like she was talking about trying a new hobby. My heart broke that night. Dash dash dash. For days, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying her words. At first, I thought about fighting for her, convincing her this was just a phase. But then I started noticing little things, the way she smiled at her phone, the sudden extra hours at the gym, the excuses for why she was late. That's when the painful truth hit me. Lisa didn't want an open marriage. She wanted to justify what she was already doing. She was already cheating. So I made a decision. I wouldn't beg. I wouldn't scream. Instead, I would give her exactly what she asked for, but in a way that she'd never forget. Dash dash dash. I started my plan quietly. First, I told Lisa I agreed to the open marriage. She lit up, clearly surprised but thrilled. She kissed me like she hadn't in months and said, You won't regret this, Ryan. It'll make us stronger. I smiled back, but inside I was cold. I already knew where this was going. Within a week, she was going out, almost every other night. At first, she tried to hide it behind excuses, but soon she stopped bothering. She flaunted it. She'd come home late, smelling like cologne that wasn't mine, humming to herself as if nothing was wrong. Each time, my chest tightened, but I kept my composure. What she didn't know was that I was documenting everything. Every text message she slipped up and left on the counter. Every picture she posted online, hinting at her new lifestyle. I hired a private investigator who followed her, collecting undeniable proof. Dinner dates, hotel visits, nights out, it was all recorded. But I didn't confront her. Not yet. Dash dash dash. Months went by. Lisa was living her dream, while I played the part of the supportive husband. What she didn't notice was that I had stopped contributing emotionally to the marriage. I wasn't affectionate. I wasn't invested. I was planning. One night, after she stumbled in at 2 a.m., I sat on the couch waiting. She looked startled and asked why I was awake. That's when I calmly told her, I have a gift for you. Her eyes lit up with curiosity. She sat down, still tipsy, and I handed her a thick envelope. She opened it, and her face drained of color. Inside were hundreds of printed photos, reports, screenshots, all the evidence of her affairs. Every single betrayal laid out in black and white. She stammered, what is this? I looked at her coldly and said, this is your open marriage, Lisa. This is what you wanted, right? Well, I'm giving it to you. But here's the catch, you get to live it without me. I pulled out divorce papers already signed by me, along with proof that I had removed her from our joint accounts and secured my finances. I had even spoken to her family and close friends, who were shocked to learn what she'd been doing. The woman who thought she was in control suddenly realized she had nothing. The days that followed were brutal for her. She begged, cried, even accused me of being cruel. She claimed I was taking things too far. But I reminded her, she was the one who asked for an open marriage. I simply gave her the freedom she wanted, minus the security of having me as her backup. Our divorce was finalized within months. I walked away with peace of mind, knowing I had handled it with dignity and intelligence. Lisa, on the other hand, was left with nothing but regret. The men she had been seeing quickly disappeared once they realized she was single and vulnerable. The glamorous, open life she dreamed of crumbled before her eyes. Now, years later, I look back on that chapter with clarity. Yes, it was painful. Yes, it broke me for a while. But it also rebuilt me. I learned that love without respect is empty. That compromise has limits. And that sometimes, the most brutal gift you can give someone is the one they asked for, because it shows them the true cost of their choices. Today, I'm remarried to someone who values honesty, loyalty, and commitment as much as I do. And every time I hear the phrase, open marriage, I think back to Lisa and the lesson she taught me. Be careful what you ask for, because you might just get it.